What's up guys, Fahad here, and today in this video I'm going to talk about a concept, a really important concept. If you don't know this one, you're losing tens of thousands of dollars in potential money, and you don't want to do that. By the way, something that you want to do is like this video and subscribe. So it's called regression to the mean, and I'm sure you must have heard of it, or even if not, I'm going to tell you. So some days you're going to have really high sales, right? So like $1,000 or $2,000 a day, like I have on this store of mine. But the very next day, or after 2-3 days, this exact same store might have just $400 or $500 in sale, like you have in this one. By the way, these screenshots are my screenshots. As you can see that, you know, on the top the carrier is Etisalat, which is here in Dubai. So yeah, this is my screenshots. All right, so regression to the mean really dials in the right expectations you need to have and the right mindset you need to have if you were to go ahead with dropshipping, right? So really high days, some, and then really low days, and then again high, and then again low. But it's on you to find something in the mean, in the middle, right? And that is what you need to see in the previous 7 days. So in other words, as you can see in this graph over here, really high, really low, really high, really low. But something in the middle works the best. Why this concept is so important is because people lose out on a lot of money that they could have made, but because of wrong decisions or immature decisions. So let's say, in other words, you know, I have seen a lot of dropshippers when they see awesome days. So, you know, when they are scaling, they saw $1,000 or $1,200 a day, they're super stoked, which is $200, $300 or $400 in ad spend, as an example, right? And then the very next day, if they were to see $800 or $700, now they are not that excited. Now they are worried, they're anxious. They are like, what just happened to my business here? Like just yesterday it generated $1,200, $1,300, and then today it generated me $800 or $700. But in the end, if you see, and if this happens for, let's say, a whole week, and if you see in the last 7 days your ads are anything above 2.53, you should be happy. You don't always have to expect 10 ROAS, or you don't always have to expect 1 ROAS or 1.5 ROAS, as long as you know what you're doing. If you keep your expectations dialed in correctly, it is important because it is going to keep you happy. If your expectations are here and the real events are here, then you're happy, right? But if your expectations are here, if you think that you're going to make that exact same money every day on Facebook, which is not possible because Facebook is a marketing tool. Yes, it is very, very intelligent. It is by far the most powerful marketing algorithm or system out there. Yes, you can expect amazing results, but you cannot expect the same results every day, like to the T $1,200 or to the T $1,100. So you need to give it space. Hence the reason, if you were to compare your data in the last 7 days, it's going to keep everything synced and you will be happy, because in the last 7 days you were to see that, oh, okay, I'm seeing a realistic ROAS here. I'm seeing a realistic revenue here, rather than having a 10 ROAS day and expecting that 10 ROAS every day is not realistic, right? You need to be ambitious, but you need to also make sure that your expectations are in check, right? There needs to be a hint of realism. This concept is so important for us to know, is because even when I was starting out, and this is something that I see with a lot of newbies inside of the market, inside of the industry, what they typically do is that they run, let's say they're running 4 ad sets, okay? They're running 4 ad sets and they see that all those 4 ad sets are performing. Let's say the first day, second day, they're performing. Suddenly the third day, 2 ad sets are performing and the other 2 are not performing. They are going to check every 2 minutes, did it get me any sale? Oh, did it get me any sale? And they are, you know, let's say it does not get the sale at all for that day, they are going to go paranoid. They're going to be, suddenly they're so anxious, and they think that that ad set is no more, it has no potential anymore. Matter of fact, that ad set is actually optimizing like a beast on the back end. But it is really important for you to comprehend, because your brain is, you know, trying to make sense of the situation, and it thinks that you know, now this ad set is no more, you don't want to lose money, so let's just cut it and start from scratch a similar ad set or the same ad set. But in reality, guys, if they were to keep that ad set running for another 1 or 2 days, okay, and giving it some time to optimize, giving it the luxury to spend and see how it can test out the waters, it would have performed so much more better. so much more. It would have generated them so much more money. But guess what? They just got their heads over it, and they became anxious, and they thought that, you know what, I should be expecting the same results all the time, every day. It is insane to expect the same thing every day. You can expect something in 7 days, but you cannot expect something to perform, at least on Facebook. I'm talking specifically regarding Facebook here. So you cannot expect the same thing to pull out every day. 7 days is healthy. It's a healthy expectation for you to have, right? So hence the reason why knowing regression to the mean is so important is because you are going to give things a chance. And if you were to give things that really have potential, you might not see that potential right out the gate, but if you were to give them potential, if you were to give them a chance, they have so much potential in them that they would have gone so much more higher, right? So this one is for people who are slightly anxious, right? It's okay. So what happens is that usually people have their Shopify app on their phone, and as soon as they have launched a new product or a new campaign, they are going on their phone every 2 minutes to check the Shopify app and see if they have made any sales, right? It is okay if you are doing this healthy, but if you're checking every 2 minutes, then it is dangerous for you, because now you are playing with your stress level, you are playing with your mind, and this is not healthy at all. Because if you were to be increasing your stress levels, you are killing yourself, in other words, right? So it's really important for you to keep it healthy. If you're checking once or twice a day, it's okay, you know, towards the beginning or towards the half part of the day. In the middle of the day you can check it, or towards the end of the day you can check it, it's okay. But if you're checking every 2 minutes, or even once, twice an hour, or once in 3 hours, it is still unhealthy, because now you're checking, you're seeing no sale, and then you are like, oh, why no sale, this, that. If you're starting out for the first time, you might not make so much money. You might not even make one sale if you don't know what you're doing. If you have a mentor, if you have the right education in place, then sure, you will understand what you're doing, and you will probably see results, like how we see results for our own stores, because we know what we are doing, we know what buttons we are pressing, we know what would happen and the consequences for each and every action that we take on our ads. But you might not be equipped with that if you're starting out from scratch. So you need to make sure that you are keeping this whole journey healthy. Okay, I want you to be in a place where even if you're not making a lot of money, it's okay. Keep it healthy, keep yourself happy, because that is what is going to drive you to see much more success. If you are discouraged, if you are really sad about your results right out the gate with this business model, then believe me, you might not just continue with any business. But anyways, guys, that's probably it. If you really like this video, go give this video a like, and believe me, smash that subscribe button if you really like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.